Yo, what it is. I'm Vessel the God, aka Loaf to the motherfucking bread.
And I'm Potato Bread Peas, aka Idaho Peas.
Idaho, what up?
Alright.
Y'all know what it is, the bread talk
Pleasant
show,
blessings, people. Pleasant blessings right here.
Oh shit,
Pleasant blessings.
Present blessings.
Pleasant blessings.
Potato original.
Yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all know where that started.
Pleasant
blessings. Oh, it got a little blessing in it. Okay, alright. I can use that. I'll work with it. What it is, people?
Ain't nothing out here, man.
We back. Good shit. How was that week, man?
That week was what it was, man. Matter of fact, shit went by fast, man. That shit was crazy all week, just running around.
It's actually mellow this week.
Yeah.
Wasn't nothing too crazy.
Mellow, somebody was ready to go on mellow shit.
Oh, you know they call him a boy or some shit.
Call him a boy, yeah.
Nah, I told him you old boy, man. Mellow was in his book. Yeah. They kicked that fan out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We don't go through that shit. That was Brooklyn. Yeah. That was Durant when he went somebody shit. You know, we don't play that in Brooklyn. Yo, shout out to the Brooklyn Nets, man. How y'all doing? You know,
it's crickets on this side.
Know what I'm saying? You know,
I got nicked.
We on our way to the Super Bowl. You know, that's the next game, and it's over after that.
Super Bowl,
right? Be over after that.
Oh shit!
Nah, I said we on our way. Another 2 weeks and it's over, man. Football over. Transmission slip. Nah, shit buffering right now.
I don't know what's going on, but something ain't right. But anyway, I'm here.
We outside with birds flying back and shit. The bird box. And the weather crazy. Got the snow. Got the snow outside, man. Hope y'all got y'all beverages. You know, you got y'all blue chews. your Agras and blue chews. You know what I'm saying? Make it one of those special evenings. You know what I'm saying? Sit by the TV, watch a little Power and play. Yeah, Power and Pie, baby.
Power and Pie. Shit, nah, fuck that. Bread talking pie.
Bread talk a little bit of pie.
Then watch Power after.
Then watch Power. Bread talk first, absolutely.
Watch Power.
And then you get a little Power while you watch, watch the bread talk. Then you go watch Power. Do your bullshit. Know what I mean? But you know, it is what it is, man. We gonna get to this early then, because Potato is wired.
You come up one more.
Potato is wired. So Potato got a lot to say, you know.
Yeah. I'm just tired, man.
Nah, we got a lot to say. It's gonna be a good one.
Anyway.
We got a good one. But you know, we got the Sean. He came over to the dark side.
Yeah,
he put the pain down for a minute.
Yeah.
He got the Sean gone, COVID. It's COVID. But we call it COVID. Yeah, baby. You know what I'm saying? He got a little pretty wine glasses, put a little pinky up and all that thing. So, I'm gonna crack this, and the Potato gonna do his own little damage, and we ain't cute with it. I pause. I like that noise. Yeah, Potato, go ahead, man.
This shit gurgle.
Gurgles. Oh, shit. Alright, we get into it early. We ain't wasting no time. I know you want it. So, today's topic, people. Today's topic. We're gonna ready to get to stirring the pot and all the bullshit.
Oh, shit.
Little what's the name? The cool teas. We're gonna stir the pot. Sorry. Hold on, phone went off a little bit. Sorry.
I gotta put my vaccine in my shot.
Oh, that what we doing? I ain't want nobody to see the mixture, but the mixture gonna be with the mixture. What they say? When in Rome?
I'm not trying to be fun.
I just put a little splash on it. Down there. That's right next to you. So I'll leave your Robitussin next to you. Yeah. All right, we gonna get right to it. The pot, the potato got the flakes of the seasoning. So I'm gonna say the best way as possible so you can understand what we're saying, so we can get to what we're getting to. At what point do you cut off a family member or a loved one? At what point, what it really gotta, or should you? ever get to that point. But at what point do you get where you just gotta say, I'm done. I love you, but I'm gonna love you from afar. You cut off. Yeah, but I know Potato want to get to the get.
See,
he want to get to the.
That's a difficult John, but the John is a difficult John. And there's times right here in this world we live in. Thank you, brother. All right. Let me wet my whistle real quick.
Yeah, we're a sophisticated show. Sophistication.
I just think that family sometimes is put to a higher standard because of who they are, and I think they're held to a higher standard for who they are. And a lot of times it's taken for granted because it's a lot of taking advantage of that a lot of times. It's a lot of times where you have a mindset that, that's my brother, ain't no big deal, he'll get over that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's my aunt, she good, she'll get over that shit. But when it comes time to a point when you realize we all human beings, yeah, we connected through family, but when does it stop? When does the accountability come into play? Like, you know what? I'm tired of you stealing from me. I keep allowing you to steal from me, and I keep accepting that you're stealing from me. When do I say, you know what? Enough's enough. I'm tired of you stealing from me. Yeah. So I feel it's tough. That's a tough one, and this is why we're speaking on it tough. Because I know everybody, Breadtalk World, has some type of time in their life that they go through that, and they probably going through that as we speak.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I know we all go through that, man. I know we do, man. Because you think about it, Potato, that's like having a family member that has an addiction. I don't want to say what any type of addiction.
Right, type of vice.
Right. And they always hitting you up. Yo, man, can I borrow $100? And we bread talk. So they gonna come to yo. Can I borrow something? Can I hold a little something on $100, man? I get my check at the end of the month. I got you. And then the month come, you love them to death. And then the month come, boom, they don't have it. You don't see them, you don't hear from them. Another month pass, they back at it. Yo, can I borrow a little 20? Yo, what about the 100 you owe me? Nah, you know how it is, cuz. Or you know how it is, bro. You know how it is, nephew, man. Then they say, what's that family member that's dead to you? And you help them again. But at what point do you say, you know what? Bad enough you taking this money and feeding your vice, but I can't keep giving you money and taking care of you to do bullshit, and then you keep lying to me. I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to rehab. I'm going to get help. I'm going to buy some groceries. He might be married, took the old lady since she ain't seen him in 2-3 weeks. And you feel constantly, you know what I'm saying? You supporting this habit, and he treating you fucked up.
Right.
Nah, then cause the point was like, listen, man, I love you, but nah, I ain't got nothing for you. I can't help you no more.
Nah, that's the truth, man. And then you got the situation like you got a family member at times, you know what I'm saying, that I don't fuck with this cousin right here. And my cousin right here don't fuck with that cousin neither. So, but I got love for this cousin right here that don't fuck with this cousin. So now we can't all get together collectively because somebody gonna be in their feelings and something gonna come about because you know why? Because somebody fucked that cousin right there over. And they had enough. And you the buffer, you being the buffer saying, you know what? That's so-and-so, man. You already know how it is. How long you knew so-and-so? They ain't about nothing. Let that shit go, man. Life too short. But it comes a time when you can't let it go because it's too chronic. It happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? But then distancing yourself may be a little easier for me, I could say, because if I don't live with you and I'm not under your roof or I'm not around you, I'm not in your circumference at all times, I can let it go. I can move on, man. I really have the ability to move on. It may hurt, but I can move on because I realize it don't benefit me. Especially when you have a family. You know what I'm saying? You can't be chasing around family members when you have a family, your own family at home.
When you had that cousin or that I keep saying cousin, or that family member, anything, and they was real, like y'all was tight, but they did that one thing that cut you, and you just can't forgive them for it. Like they cut you bad, like you can't, you could forgive them.
But you won't forget?
But I won't forget, and I'm not gonna fuck with you. Like I won't talk to you ever again in life. I don't want nothing bad to happen to you, but I won't talk to you. Like if I see you, you're a stranger in the street to me. Like I'll walk right by, I'll walk straight past you, I'll walk you straight right by you. Like I block you in the phone and everything. Don't try to contact me.
I'm looking right back at you. I'm looking right back.
Nah, man. And it's sad. You got people that you love, like that you you know, you generally be careful, but once it's lines, you cross that line, my guy. You know?
Yeah.
Miss Lady, you cross that, and I'm gonna say Miss Lady because it's a situation I'm to. Miss Lady, you cross that line. As far as I'm concerned, you don't exist to me.
No, I get it. I get it. And you know what?
Now, I love you.
Right.
Because my blood, I love you, but I walk you straight, I see you, I'm gone, well, you don't exist to me.
But it's crazy. I've experienced over my life, my 45 years of living, or I can say 30 some odd years of living, because you don't really start really learning certain things until you get like in high school and you start getting more older, you start realizing, paying attention. And
you probably about to say 20s.
And, yeah, 20s start realizing.
Yeah.
And I realized that a lot of times, friends that you inherit in time become more,
they become better,
closer than your own family. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. Like there's some people that have siblings. They not even cool with their siblings, but they got friends on this, like friends that they cool with. That's just like they sibling, and they around them all the time. But then when your brother or your sister hits your line, it's all like But how did it get to that point? It had to get to that point for a reason.
It got to that point.
Cause I'm gonna tell you right now. People, Beto World, I'm gonna keep it a buck. The easy cutoff for me is simple. If I gotta constantly, and I know Beto's take on, and I get it. You really don't have to speak to a person every day. That solidify y'all love for each other. You can talk to somebody a month from now and pick back up
like you spoke to.
Word them up, but it comes time to a point, right, when you got family members that only hit your line when they need you. They don't hit your line and say happy birthday. They don't hit your line and say.
Don't hit your line and say why you don't hit me.
Word, yo, bro, what's up with you? I ain't heard from you.
I ain't heard from you either, nigga. Fuck wrong with your phone.
I know your shit say send too,
no,
right?
The mother say you got text. You can text like I can text. Why is you obligated? Why is it always put on people that you're obligated to reach out? But what gives you the balls?
Well, you the big cousin, and I gotta call you because I'm the little cousin. I gotta call you and check on you.
What give you the balls to say that? Like to say, "Oh, I ain't hear from you," or "You treat me fucked up." Like how? Oh, you don't hit me. You don't hit my line, and I hit your line, nigga. I got first grown man, nigga, and you got a phone, so call me. That you like, listen, man. That's when the cutoff comes to me. Like you don't really, like it could be petty. I feel you don't reach out to me. I ain't reach out, man. I'm gonna go on with my life.
So like what about like say you got a family member that like every time you get around them, they always got something going on, and they always got an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like they always got an opinion. Like I got a lot of cousins. And I got a lot of family members that's like scattered. Like I might have a few over here that's married. I got a few over here that's single with a lot of opinions. I got some over here that was married before, but now they ain't married, but they courting their old lady or their old man, so they take care of their business. Or I got cousins that got intertwined with their significant other and forgot about the whole family.
Right.
And then they pop up at times and be like this, hey, what's going on, man? How's everything? And you like this, oh, what's good? What's new? What you been up to? Yeah, well, you know, so and so. We used to rock heavy. I see you all the time.
Every time they bring you down.
Right, every time I talk to them, I'm like,
bring you out.
Man. You know what I'm saying?
Did you cut them off after a while? Like, I need to, this my
fell back.
So you got to fall back?
Fell back.
That's all
I ain't cut them off, fell back. I ain't cut them off. Just fell back.
You can fall back. Because I'm thinking like...
Because sometimes it ain't personal.
So what about family functions? And that's the one that always take shit and drink all the liquor and eat all the food. Don't never bring them.
They got a lot of them.
And they always come.
They got a lot of them.
You get to that point where you be like, I'm not inviting this bum ass.
Word of mouth.
Like, don't tell me, like, even if you and the old lady arguing, but that's my cousin, their cousin. But tell him go to Chipotle or do whatever, eat before he get here. Though. You're not eating my food no more. Not drinking up on my juice and water and liquor.
That can divide a family too.
Nah.
That can divide a family.
Because you might have the other one like, but that's my family. Like, what the fuck that mean?
Word of mother.
Nah.
Or they might bring something, but they bring what they drink. But they know what you drink.
Right.
But they bring what they drink.
What they drink.
And then they like, oh, you don't like tequila?
But do you cut them off?
I don't drink it.
Do you get to a point where they don't get invited no more?
It could get to that point depending on who it is, like depending on
that's
the circumstance.
That's what we did.
Because
we talking about
because now I'm gonna keep it buck.
We talking about the cutoff.
So now, like that's anybody that got a significant other, they can have a family member on their side that the other person may not fuck with, or vice versa. So do you act away? Like, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm guilty of knowing how to play the game to a degree, but I know how to stay back. Because
so at that point you might go to the side of not cutting them off before back.
Right, because I know that I'm gonna see them. Like, I know they're gonna be around me somewhat, some way, sometime, right? But I know how far to go. I'm not going like if I got family over, right? And let's say my brother Beam come by, or my brother Beam around people, right? Let's just use it for example. Not saying this is verbatim. I'm just throwing him in there because he's the first person I thought about. Salute, Beam. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking like, all right, say Beam come around and say I gotta say my wife, or say a family member on her side don't get along with my brother, right? Let's just say, for whatever reason, right? And they have a form of opinion about each other. And say my brother is wrong. I'm not gonna side with my brother because it's my brother. If he wrong, he wrong. Now the point I'm trying to make is this: like, he could be wrong and strong, but at the same time, that person's right. If my brother was to take it personal and say, well, you side with that person, fuck out of here, I ain't fucking with you. I gotta eat it because I'm the same way. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I get it. You know what? You ain't like how that shit went down, and it might have happened more than once, and you like, you know what? I'm done with that shit. And then he decided to say, you know, I'm gonna fall back from him, my brother, for a while, because I ain't like how that shit went down. The only thing that will bother me if we don't have no dialogue about it. Like, you don't come and be like, yo, you know, I ain't like how that shit went down last week. I felt And if you got a good point, I either apologize or be like, yo, bro, go ahead on your square. I mean, go ahead, stand in your square. I'm good. And move on, son. Because I got other shit to do. I can't worry about feelings when it come down to what it is, what the situation may be. You know what I'm saying? And it could be some petty shit. The shit could have been some real petty shit. But you know what I noticed, though? I noticed, and I'm not straight off the top, but it's coming back into the topic. A lot of that shit be bottled up shit. Like, you might have had some shit that you really wanted to get off your chest a while ago. But you never did, because you know what you did? You was like this, you know what? Nah, that's just my cousin, he ain't about nothing. Or yo, that's just my brother, he be on his bullshit.
So you saying, when you hold it in too long to come out?
But because I think you give the family member too much credit because of who they are. So just because he your brother don't mean he can't be a fucked up nigga. Or just because she a sister don't mean she can't be a fucked up person.
So it's no
I could be.
There's no rules to getting cut off. You be where the fuck you want.
Right.
If it don't fit, if you deserve the cut off, you get cut off.
And if it don't fit if it don't fit the circle, then you got to get that energy out that circle.
Well, maybe when I say cut off, I don't want people to take it the wrong way when we using cut off. But it could be remove yourself, or even a lesser term than not so harsh as cut off. Meaning I'll stop doing certain shit for you. I'm not gonna do that for you no more. You know what I'm saying? Right. So cut off to me, we don't have to actually speak to you no more. So cut off could be 1,000 things. Cut off to me, like, you know what, I can't no longer do that for you. But we can still be cool, we can hang out, whatever. That's like going out and y'all go link to happy hour. Say we go to happy hour three times a week, right? Fellas, right? But there's always that one that you've got to constantly buy a drink for, right? And that one guy always be like, yo, son, you got me? Like, yeah, I got you, bro. You good? We drinking. Okay, we at happy hour. Right? Look, go to happy hour again. Yo, bro, you know, I'm a little tight. You got me? Yeah, I got you, bro. No, man, ain't about nothing. Let's do what we do. Again, this habit repeatedly, like over and over again. It's repetitive, but it repeats itself over and over again. And at what point do you be like, nah, my pocket's tight today?
Nah, that's a family member or a friend of yours?
A family member.
Now, I think the only reason why you let it go is because of who
how
it is.
long do you let it go?
I think it comes to a point.
But because you think about it, you got shit to take care of just as well as they do. If you ain't got it, sometimes you might have to tell yourself, I ain't got it today, I ain't coming.
Right.
Don't keep leaning.
Right. See,
you know what I'm saying?
I can
because you can put yourself in a bad space where the dude don't want to fuck with you no more.
Nah, I can actually tap.
Like
I can actually tap into something similar to that, but in a different spectrum, a different case.
Because it make you not want to fuck with that person. I mean,
so
I'm not
a lot of times when me and my brother we get together and we'll drink bells, play the game, drink bells, drink beers, Tito's, we'll do well, and I'll be the dude to buy the bells, right? And then in the midst of me buying the bells, right? He'll come and say, yo, here, look, here's the $30 or $25 for the bells, right? So, by him doing that, says two things to me. All right, he respect that I bought the shit. Mm-hmm. And secondly, he don't need me to carry his tab.
Yeah,
that's his bells.
Yo, go look
and take that bells. Now, if I turn around next week and I buy the bells and I be like, nah, bro, you good, I got you. I don't feel that's a problem because he's not taking advantage of me.
No, yeah.
He's not letting me buy bells,
right,
and ship the bells.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That I get it.
So there's a good twist to that too. You know what I'm saying? You got some people that get it. Right, and you got some people.
Oh, but if you don't get it, and you keep, you know, in your mind, you know what I'm saying? We all creatures of habit, and we only gonna go as far as you let us go.
So now I got another question, right?
The person only goes as far as you let him go.
All right.
So if you keep opening that door, he gonna keep coming.
I got another question. So in reference to the family part. Now, what if you're married into a family, right? So that goes down to down. Brett told all this talking. This is talking overall, not myself. I'm speaking on, not myself. Just talking in general. I just want to clarify that. So, say you married into, or your significant other you with, or whatever. You got family members on their side, or vice versa, right? And y'all operate a certain way. But let's say the significant other, right? Let's just say she never ever buy, or like say she always the one that'll go to the store, pick up your bells, pick up your Tito's, pick up your COVID, and pick up this, that, and third all the time, right? And then you be like this, damn, that's what's up, good looking, I appreciate that. Okay. But say you never do it, and the person brings it up to you and say, yo, moving forward, man, I noticed lately, you don't never fucking out.
So you bring it to their attention.
Right, and you say, you know what, I ain't buying no more shit. I'm tired of that bullshit because you never, Dude, is that person wrong? Or is it a thing where you doing it from your heart? It shouldn't matter if they do it back.
Okay, so, no, it shouldn't matter because you're doing it from your heart unless they tap into your stash. You understand what I'm saying? So, say if y'all both drink wine, but you constantly bringing wine in, and so you bring a little wine and you have a glass, when you bring wine, so they have the opportunity to bring wine in sometimes too. You like it too. You drink the glass, when I'll take it. When I pour a glass, you pour a glass. So if I gotta constantly supply the grapes, when you go you pass the same way I go, you could go get grapes too.
So all right, cool. So is it a time when you cut it off, like I'm not buying grapes no more, or you continue buying?
No, because if you don't buy grapes no more, then you can't have grapes yourself. I want my grapes. So I ain't gonna sit down.
So I'm saying you buy your grapes and have your grapes yourself, and you're like, nah, I ain't sharing no more.
No, you bring it up when y'all share them grapes. Like, you could go grab some grapes sometime. You like grapes, but in that situation, if they don't take it the wrong way, that could mean they wasn't aware of it. I don't think everybody is always. So some people, like I said, they're creatures of habit. They just feel like, oh, it's grapes. Like, until you bring it to their attention, and then like, oh, no, you got a point. You right. I'll go get it. And that might not be what they do.
Right.
That might not be their routine. You might be the grape grabber. They might never grab grapes, so they wouldn't think to go grab grapes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. I could give them that. But then you might have that one that's finessing you now.
Right. So now we talking about like cutting off, like, so So is it petty if you was to cut a person off for that because of that situation? Would you consider that petty?
No. Nothing to me is petty if it bothers you. It's about your feelings too.
Okay.
Why I'm not going like suppress my feelings because I'm worried about somebody else's feelings. So I'm supposed to be feeling fucked up, and I'm supposed to hold it in just to make sure you not mad. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Nah, I'm not doing that. You be the one in the ER with the stroke, and heart attack and shit, and they sitting there chilling, drinking grapes. Fuck that with the eyes. I got a headache, you got a headache too. Fuck that. Took the tag. Petty. And that, you know what I'm saying? Like that, yeah, be petty. But nah, fuck that, man. But it's rough because, like, you don't never want to cut off somebody you love, man. It's like, you don't want to be that fucked up person.
Right.
But if your hands is full, sometimes it's for the best, though. Sometimes you gotta cut that lifeline and let them like. So like let's get it a little bit deeper. I'm sorry, we laugh and joke sometimes, but we go get a little bit deeper. What was kids? Let's go with kids. Fuck the family member and loved one. Let's talk about the kids. If we get to a point where we cut our kids off. I think potatoes right
I think that
that's the tomahawk.
I think that you can. I think that you can because you'll never stop loving your kid.
Right.
And a lot of times, you know what I'm saying. Like I can speak with me. Like I got a side of me that might be a little soft, but it may be still portrayed as hard. And somebody might.
Your saying is you like. I'm
being soft about it, but I might be a little stern with certain things, and it don't make it right. Mm-hmm. But sometimes that be my delivery. Sometimes that be my vernacular spits that type of energy out. So a lot of that time, especially when it comes down to my kids, it's tough. It's tough love for a lot of reasons because life ain't fair.
And you want your kids to win though.
All the time. And you know what, Dr. Fernandez, as much as it may not be, sometimes it may not be seen, but I'm my kid's biggest cheerleader. It's just that at times, I feel you gotta want it just like I want you to want it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta want it. Yeah. If you don't want it, I can't make you want it. You gotta want it.
That's a great point. Cause I agree with you. I'm my kids' biggest cheerleaders. I'm niece and nephew biggest cheerleaders. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own kids' biggest cheerleader. Like I want. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But as much as we want them to always come in first place, it might help for them to lose that race so they can learn. You know what I'm saying? Like they might have to lose that race. Like you might not be able to keep like they in the marathon, give them water, give them bananas. Like keep going. Like you might have to say, you might not win that race. I gotta pull back. You gotta do it on your own.
Right.
Because you're not winning on your own. If I'm your crutch all the time, sometimes you gotta pull the crutches out. But I gotta fall back. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn. You got, I kicked you out the nest, but I keep catching you. Or I'm holding you by your wings while you're out the nest. Sometimes you gotta be like, I ain't gonna let you die. I ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. But if you get a cut and the scrapes and bruises, hopefully you learn what I taught you to clean yourself.
And a lot of times, right, it'll be a lot of times, but I can speak for myself. When I speak on certain things, I'm speaking on certain things because I know how it is to be in the water without a paddle. You know what I'm saying? And when you're in the water without a paddle, you're gonna try to survive because if you can't swim, you ain't trying to drown. So if you're in that water, you're gonna do everything in your power not to drown. You're gonna try to swat. You're gonna try to do all kind of shit. You're gonna try to do everything. You're gonna try to, you know what I'm saying? Because your goal is to see them be successful, even more so than you. You know what I'm saying?
Persevere through anything.
And it's not just on my side. It's on a lot of things I see. I mean, when I'm at to get to it, you know what I'm saying? There's kids that work at to get to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That don't want to get to it. And the father or the mother, they get to it, but the kids don't want to get to it.
And they can't help it. And they can't help the kids because
they can't.
Because they enable them though.
A lot of it was enabling all day.
Because
making them dependent.
Nah, you can't do that in life.
Know what I'm saying?
I love we said, we love your kids, man, but
nah,
sometimes I know they get ready to fall, But I done told you 4 times, watch your step when you go this way, that way, and then you still went that way. Sometimes I gotta just be like, all right, catch that flat. You catch the flat, you better remember how I taught you how to fix that flat. I'll wait.
Hope you was listening.
Hope you was listening, because I'm gonna watch now. Now, if you're struggling with that flat and the time is passing, it's getting all fucked up for you, then I'm gonna come in, I'll fix the flat, but I'm gonna remind you, see, I told you, keep blah, blah, blah. But then be woman enough or man enough to understand where I'm coming at, not chastising him, not yelling at you, but I'm like, I told you, and eat it, and be like, yo, you was right. You know what I'm saying? But it's just what it is. But sometimes, now, do you ever get to a point where you sever ties completely with the kid, though?
Now, sever ties completely may
Don't
not
mean
be,
you don't love him.
may not be a bad idea depending on the situation, but I always feel that people come around and they realize as time go on, because growing pains, bumps and bruises, you can go through that as an older person. Like I go through bumps and bruises and
all right.
growing
So
pains.
let me make it a little bit more Johnson James with it. For a little bit more Johnson James with it. I'm talking about when they in their low 30s. When your kid ain't low. I ain't talking about teenage and 20s. Let's get them in their 30s where they should be on their feet and they should be already doing what the fuck they supposed to do. Do you get to a point where like, yo, listen, you 30-something years old. I'm not going to hold that.
I can do that. I can do that in the heart.
So you on my mind.
I can do
so
that.
the scissors will come out. I love you.
Absolutely. Because you got to remember, the older you get, I get older too. So the closer I get to my home going, and you get to the point, like I said, I'm not, and we always say, in life, we always think, all right, life's expectancy, we always say, Barney, help me.
We're going to be here.
We're going to be here until at least 70, 80.
You know the kids think you ain't never going to.
Right. So you got to remember, every time the kids get older, you get older.
Every year they get older.
So now here it is, you got your kids sitting there at 30-something years old talking about what's good, what's for dinner. 30-something years old. You ain't out there getting to
Wait. 30-something years old still going in my cabinet?
Talking about, yo, what's for dinner?
Ah, man.
Or 30 years old with no job, no pension, no direction, but got like 3 kids outside in the streets. And they coming to you and then...
And the kids live with it? And the kids live at home?
The kid might still be in the crib because they can't...
With the kids.
I ain't say all that, but it could be a situation
where
the kids...
That's with the kids.
The kids there. And you sitting there talking about,
man.
well, everything gonna be just fine. Oh, hold on. You might do one of these. I ain't gonna have my grandbaby stranded.
I'll tell you right now.
Now, you know what?
My kids,
get your kids and get it together, man.
My daughter
Real shit.
You had to my daughter right now. If you looking and listening, I'll tell you right now. You had your kids and you gotta stay with me. I'm eating their snacks, Lunchables. I'm eating all their fruit snacks. I'm drinking the Capris, every fucking thing. I'm ripping the little snack box, Doritos. I'm eating all your shit. I'm dead at it. You come in here and be like, who ate their snacks? I did. Cause you in my house eating my snacks. You know what my snacks is? My light, my gas, my water. And coming in and out of my crib and walking on my grad door, your bullshit. Them my snacks. You laying under my roof, them my snacks. I'm eating everything. You got that right.
And I'm not wrong. For that because it comes to a time. It's a time where you gotta cut the cord. Now I've seen a lot of situations where it took people not to cut the cord, and they either drop dead, sick, fucked up, stressed out, and they say they stress me health related when like in the subconscious, it's because they worry about their kids. You see what I'm saying? And I'll keep it a buck. I think it get to a time, man, when you should be able to be as a grown up, as a human being, as a grown person. The word cut off should never be personal. Because somebody should be able to say, I'm gonna cut myself off. I'm gonna cut myself off. I'm gonna get on and go do what I gotta do.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cut myself off.
A lot of times they get to that point when they cut off. They get it. They be like, shit, Nah, you're 30 years old, wanna live with me. I'm gonna buy a pickup truck that don't work and put a sleeper bag in the back of it. You sleep in that. You ain't sleeping in my crib.
Nah, that's it.
You drive for Jones?
Nah, it was a little Leaf Man Johnson J.
Oh. That's probably a tobacco John.
No, that was a piece of paper from the paper.
Oh.
But yeah.
That's so healthy, man. It's COVID, man.
Yeah,
but real shit, man. You 37 years old, you're not opening my orange juice, you're ripping open my packages, digging in my bread. No, nah, man. Nah, the cutoff is the cutoff, man. I think with your kids, they should be on their feet by a little 25, 27.
Right.
They should, and I don't think kick them out when you know they ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? But if you working with them, they staying home. They should be getting prepped. They should be understanding, like, all right, it's coming to an end.
Yo.
And they should be telling you, I want to leave. You should be telling your kids to chill.
Right.
They should be coming to you to like, yo, I think I want to move out. And I'll be like, nah, hold up. Nah, you might not be ready. You know why? Because you ain't gonna get out there, be late. You're late on your bills, call me, can I borrow? Nah, you wait, take your time, stack your bread. It's a peace of mind for me than to get the phone call to my, yo, they about to put me out.
Now, now it might be a situation where they willing to jump out the window and say, I'm gonna deal with it. You won't even know what I'm going through. I'm going through it, but I'm taking care of my business, and I'm gonna get to it. But
they ain't built like that.
See, no.
They ain't built
this
for
millennial
tough.
shit is crazy.
Nah, I ain't built for it tough no more.
Nah, this millennial shit crazy.
Say it alright. Nah, but he talk about a different era. We sit there eat ramen noodles with a candle and won't call home for shit. Be like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna get my bread.
Real shit.
Cause you had pride. You like, nah.
And when you go visit your kid living by themselves.
Think about that.
Now, when you go visit your kids living by themselves, and you go in there, and you be like, damn, how you been going through all this and you ain't say nothing? You're like, yo, nah, I've been good. I'm taking care of my business. I ain't got to tell you what I'm doing in my zone.
Now, pride. That's pride. The issue would get cut off.
Yeah.
Cause pride could get you cut off.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you got too much pride,
yep.
you're not. You can't. You won't ask for help.
Right.
Pride to fuck you up.
See,
and pride to get you cut off.
Recognizing who you are is the first step. Putting pride away, because if you recognize that you do have those tendencies of doing as such, you should never be too proud to say, yo, yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie, I did X, Y, and Z because I was fucked up.
So that's good. So if the kid comes to you and be like this, my kid or your kid, I'm just throwing it out there because I'm gonna answer the question too, and they say, yo, Pops, I need a little bit more time. I don't think I'm ready right now. Money, I'm trying to get my finances. Can you respect that?
I can respect it, but I'm gonna put a time limit on it though.
Or you get
expiration.
They get the expiration date.
That could be the rock to sleep. That could be the rock to sleep. All right, so all right, you say that. All right, cool. So I already gave you 20 years. So now I'm gonna give you another year to get it together.
No, you can't say 20 years.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just using.
No, I just said that because we made it a point that you don't really know about life until you about. Your later years,
I'm just saying a number, just do a number.
Right, so I've been taking care of you.
I've been taking care of you. I've been doing the right thing. Now it's time for you to spread your wings and fly away. And you tell me that line, I'm gonna say, okay, I understand, cool, okay. I listen. And when you have your bills, you get a grace period. I give you a grace period, whatever that period may be. My grace period might be 6 months.
Right, man. After the conversation.
Yeah. My grace period might be. I'll say.
God damn.
No. I'm just throwing a number. I might say 4 months. I say 3 months.
I might give you a year.
Well, shit. Well, that's you generous. I might not.
Nah, because if I see you working and doing what you gotta do,
if I see you trying,
if you get into the bread, you get into it, and you get into it, and I know you like that. I just want to stack a couple more dollars, and you got a stash already. I'm like, all right, do your thing. Well, I'm gonna give you after that. I give you the year. Might be 6 months, but I'm like this. I might really want 6 months, but sometimes you can say the year. They might not take the whole year. They might do it at 6. So you say I might give you the big leap. Like, yo, all right, give you a year. But in my head, I already see you getting to it. You ain't been touching the stash. It's growing. Right. So I'm like, this, all right, do your thing.
So now, hold on.
Now, if you fuck it up the bag.
Now, are we talking about a male son, a male child, or female
It's your child.
No,
my only got female, so I got 2 daughters.
Right, so you gonna take your daughter, she got a year to get it together?
And she get into it already. And she like that, I got about, if she come to me like that, I got $8 grand stash. But I need another year, I think I can get another 2 or 3.
So we can touch this on another show because we gotta start like soon wrap it up.
Yeah,
but I gotta ask you a question. Is the cutoff different from a son or a daughter? So what would be the hardest cutoff? You know, as a human being. So say your significant other cut your daughter off, and your daughter does. Let's say your daughter does.
Yeah, you got which one?
No, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna spin it. Like, say your daughter does a lot of things where she shows she getting to it, but she just not making it, but she's still trying to get to it, right? But your significant other, like, she gotta go. That's some bullshit. Right. But then you got your son now that don't do shit, right? Or don't even try. And then she like this. No, but he good though. Meals set up for him. He good. He eat good. Everything good. You know what I'm saying? He ain't about nothing, right? And you like this. Damn, why you hard on my daughter for? And then he ain't doing shit, but you hard on my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Or do you sit in the middle and be like this? First of all, both of them need to get the fuck on and get to it, because at the end of the day, that shit is bringing a problem in the circumference, because now we picking and choosing because of what it is. But reality is, they both should be getting to it. It shouldn't be no pick or that one, this one, that one, or that one, this one. No, they both should be getting to it collectively. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel
you asked the question.
No. I'm saying, I'm gonna say this and then you grab it. But I'm gonna just say, I feel that the stronger one should feed off the weak one. The weak one should feed off the strong one. And vice versa. Like, in other words, we as parents or we as the grown-ups should never be really getting involved with that. The only time we should really be getting involved, in my opinion, is when we see them drowning. Like, we supposed to always watch them and let them move and see how they move. And then direct them and guide them. We shouldn't get involved with who said what and what, but we tend to do that, right? Family members, right? Being able to cut people off. So what if I turned around and said, I ain't getting involved with that. Y'all figure that out, man. As far as I'm concerned, y'all both get kicked. Right. Am I wrong? Am I a fucked up parent or a fucked up nigga? Cause I like, you know what, y'all both kicked. Cause I don't see no good in none of that shit.
I'm gonna try to touch the first part.
Go ahead,
trying to get the
I was on my jet ski.
Tato was in Miami. He was in South Beach.
I was on my jet ski.
He's in South Beach for a minute.
Sorry, Beto, bro. I was gone.
Yeah, he's in South Beach. Ain't about that. But yeah, is it harder on a female and a male? Sometimes for a father, you got your daddy's little girl, but then that's your little man. So you know what I'm saying? I understand that concept, but I never lived it. So like I said, I got two daughters, so it's like they both like they my little man, and my baby, like they got the whole thing. But should they feed off each other sometimes, man? Sometimes if the older one is doing things for the younger one to look up to, then she might follow suit. Like, oh damn, she getting to it, she doing her thing. Like, damn, I want to be like my sister. Then they'll follow suit. You know what I'm saying? And it's different ways of that. Like if they like close in age and shit like that, it's kind of a little harder. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, with the cutoff, I can't answer that because, like I said, both my kids the same sex, so I don't know how it is for a son to be like, you know what I'm saying? I was a son. I know I was a motherfucker, so you know what I'm saying? But I got it. I always had drive. I've always had a hustle. So I think my kids personally got that hustle drive, and they always trying to get their little work, get their job, do it, like, you know what I'm saying? They always trying to get their own money because they want to do certain things. They don't want nobody to just give it to them. They want to get out there and get to it.
I got you. And I can say that for my sake, I'm a fan of letting them spread their wings when they ready. If I feel they ready and I see that they can do it, I'm happy for them because I think once you get to a certain time, all the fuck shit should be eliminated. Even down to like we said, starting the show, what we talked about, lost ones, right? You have family members that you departed from by choice, and you have family members that departed from you by choice. Now you accept it or don't accept it. I think that I'm a person that can accept it because I realize once you have your foundation of your union, I think that might be even more time for you to build with your own union. Because when you sitting there trying to build with another extension of a union, that's not.
If you don't have your shit together, you can't help nobody.
Right. So like me, I hang around my brother a lot. You know what I'm saying? And our bonding time is real. But cousins and cousins out of town and cousins over there, I have some of them I haven't spoke to in years. And I wish them all the best, and I have nothing but love for them. And then when I do speak to them, it's no different than if I spoke to them last month. If I had to catch up with them and chop it up, I'm like, okay, nice to talk to you. It's so good, my life goes on. I still got to get back to the books. But to actually just cut that cord because it's bringing a problem to my circumference, I have no problem with that. My conclusion to this story, Bread Talk World, I personally, Potato, have no problem with cutting off family members that don't mean me no good. And I have no problem with it because I have my own life to live. I can't worry about other lives that don't help my situation. You know what I'm talking about? I can't do it.
I think
can't do it.
I could take a take on that. Like, yeah, if you gonna bring stress and strife to my circumference and
stress
to
and
my
strife.
Huh?
Stress and strife.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying.
Oh yeah. I didn't know he was on the jet skis. I'm sorry, the motorized. I said that, he really. But I told you, Potato gonna be in his books. But yeah, if you bringing that type of energy, I'm a loyal person, so it's hard. It'll take me a little longer to bring the scissors out, cause I'm gonna try to balance both as long as I can until I can't do it no more. If it becomes a burden and it's wearing on me and it's bringing me, yeah, then I gotta let it go, because like you said, you do me no good.
Right.
But if sometimes you don't know what people like. This is the thing I always saw. Never thought before we wrap it up, but I saw this thing with I think TD Jakes or whatever. Like, you never know what somebody see when they see you. You see yourself in the mirror all the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you don't know, like, when you walking down the street or walking towards that family, you don't know what they see. Like, they might look at you as hope. Like you might be that guy or that female with the glow around like that. I need your help. And you wonder why they keep coming to you. You wonder why, like, damn, I just helped you. Either you finessing me or you see something like, you all I got. So do you cut them off when you know that you all they got?
Right.
It's tough. It's tough. But we threw it out there, Bread Talk World. I know it's getting late.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
and my jewels, I'm gonna get right to my jewels.
Joe?
Yeah. If you're not ready to build the kingdom, then don't set the foundation, because if you set the foundation and you ain't ready to build, then it's all gonna crumble. So get away from trying to expect people to be who you are when they not who you is. And that's real talk. And that's saying, what I'm saying is that cutting somebody off is what it is, especially if you're trying to grow and move forward. And do know that there's nothing wrong with change in reference to you individually first. And then you can decipher who's who and part ways within good reasoning. Not petty, not negative, not fucked up, in good reasoning.
I got a little Jewelies. Like what man Joel Santana said, my little jewel, it's real simple. Don't let guilt influence your heart and your mind. Follow your heart and your mind first. Don't let guilt control that, because guilt could interfere with what your heart and your mind is telling you. So if you feel it here and you think it here, it's right. And it's right for you. because guilt could like cloud that situation for you. So go with your heart and your mind, man. Whatever your heart and your mind is telling you, go with it, live with it, and move on. And learn to move on. We always gotta learn. You make a decision, live with it, feel good about it, and move on. You know? You know what I'm saying? And that's a simple jewel, as I can say. Don't let guilt interfere with your heart and your mind.
Oh, well put, man.
Simple
Till next
that.
time, Bread Talk World.
Bread Talk World, man.
It's been real.
Lost ones, man. You know what it is.
Lost
We
ones.
all got a lost one. But they say, yo, make another hole.
All day, make another potato.
Make another loaf. It is what it is,
And
man.
like them said, bing bong.
Bing bong. Don't ever walk around me acting like you gotta be in my life all day.
Nah, real shit, because just as quick as you got here, as quick as you ain't here.
Yeah, word to
Always remember that. And
Word
like I
to
said, it
Word
is
to
nothing
God.
but peace. It's nothing but pleasant blessings.
Pleasant blessings.
Pleasant blessings for me and to you all. And I support and salute y'all.
Yo.
And I thank y'all.
We love y'all, family.
Y'all be good.
Bread
I hope
Talk
y'all
World,
enjoyed the
man.
show. I hope that we finalize the finalization. Pleasant blessings, people.
Yo,
Till
love
next
y'all,
time.
man. Stay blessed.
Y'all be good.
Salams, everybody. Stay peace. You heard? Stay blessed.
Potato love. Salute.
Lady Low,
Be good.
stay blessed, man. Everybody.
Pleasant blessings. Salute.